We have more followers than every single professional sport. Every professional sports team, we have more followers than them. In 15 months.
Wow. More than like Real Madrid or like these soccer teams?
I don't know about the soccer teams, but I would say yes. Yeah. Every fucking sports team, we have more followers. So I would say yes. This thing's been around for 15 months. It's a $750 million business.
All right, stop.
In
A
what
$750 million business.
Is that how much they're spending on it?
Yeah.
Where is the money coming from?
Where's the money go?
I don't know.
Yeah, where does it?
How much do you think the power slap athletes? Imagine being a power slap athlete, a champion. $750 million. How much am I getting paid? 20
I'm
grand.
getting knocked out here.
What's going on?
That's how much they have to pay Aiden Ross to show up to these fucking things to promote
exactly.
Is there an actual Jason? You're a man of science. What's the logical answer there?
I have no fucking clue, man. Like, they had the reality show, right? Like,
That was free.
nobody's paying for the rights to that?
No, it's on Fight Pass.
Oh.
Where?
They were on TBS for like all of like 1 month because that got canceled real quick.
It doesn't make any sense. Jason's going in on the fact. What have you found?
Yeah, I'm trying to like look up.
He's trying to be a fan.
Rain Man
He
over
wants to be a
there.
power slap fan.
So we know that they're really popular on shorts, right? Our Leon Edwards short, for instance, did 1.6 million views. Yeah, it's made like $100. That's it. For like 1.6 million views. That's fucking pennies.
Times that by 370 to get 370 million, and you've got £37,000 or dollars. There you go.
There you go. They've made 750 million. I see it now.
Is that it's impossible when you know someone's going to get slapped to not watch. It's literally like if you're scrolling on social media and I come across the clip, I'm going to fucking watch.
That's what happened to me when I started looking at this stuff in like 2018.
Do you find it impossible not to watch someone get slapped?
It's that thing of like watching a car crash, isn't it? Everyone goes past and slows down to have a little look. And that's the exact same thing as scrolling on Instagram to come across one of those reels, isn't
It's
it?
so ridiculous. You kind of just have to see what the fuck happens, I suppose.
How does it keep going? Because once you've seen one, you've kind of seen it all.
Yeah.
We've checked some of the numbers on this. I mean, they have ridiculous views on these shorts. Ridiculous views. I think it actually does work. Their biggest one was 4.6 million on TikTok.
Yeah, like if they just want to get that reaction, then why don't they do that with UFC knockouts?
No, they do that with all their knockouts. Anytime a knockout happens, they'll do that. Especially like you saw it with Sean O'Malley as soon as it happened when he won the title. The difference here is I think they have premium 4K quality cameras pointed at an exact moment where they know it's going to happen, so they have a perfectly framed shot that encapsulates everything. Whereas with the fight footage, you're kind of catching these different angles of it. It's not as easy, but again, it's already in the zeitgeist. People are already familiar with it, and there's always kind of this thing of like, oh, this guy's got his hands behind his back. Oh, oh shit, he just got slapped. And before you know it, you've already given them a view.
What if I did this?
Yeah.
Made it an actual sport, got it sanctioned, and put good production value behind it? The answer is fucking billions of views.
Yeah.
Billions of views globally.
It's true.
You can't argue with that.
It's true.
You really can't argue with that.
And right now on YouTube, we have more subscribers than NHL, MLS, NASCAR, PGA, Barstool Sports. We have over 1 billion YouTube views.
To be fair, I do wonder whether or not that is also because the NBA and the NHL and the NFL are on fucking TV and broadcast channels. Their goal isn't to be like the #1 fucking YouTube short, is it? Or reel or TikTok. Dana's slap thing accidentally went hand in hand with the rise of reels and shorts and TikToks. So he didn't foresee this. It didn't happen because he willed it into existence. It happened by a happy accident.
I do want to give some credit here, though. They tried it in a long form model. It aired on TBS in the United States and did horrible numbers.
Yeah.
Did not last to a second season. And that's why they're on other websites like Rumble now, because I don't think they can get a TV deal with it. But I do think they recognized. I do think they said, yeah, this stuff is doing major numbers. We can probably create something out of this. I also think the UFC recognized, oh, there are no stars. Not to pay anybody.
That's
They're
true.
nobodies. You don't have to pay anything for that.
It is kind of crazy to me looking at the UFC's YouTube channel and what the most popular shorts are. #1 is slap fighting. It's 354 million. Then number 2 is another slap with 81. And then there's 48 million views on Islam submitting Dan Hooker. And then it's slap, then it's slap, then it's Clay Guida burping. And then it's just like normal UFC highlights with about 20 million views on the rest of it. But it is crazy to me as someone who loves mixed martial arts that the numbers do blow them away completely. It's just kind of like, that is a little sad.
They're also giving it all away, though.
Yeah.
The UFC, you're not seeing Conor McGregor's knockout of Alvarez, Aldo there, because I don't think I think they're putting it behind a paywall.
Yeah.
They want you to go and watch it on Fight Pass, where you have to subscribe for $10 a month.
It's the violence we all love of MMA reduced down to the instant gratification of, I can see violence right now. But I don't get how people keep coming back. There must just be so many people unaware that they get fed this, that those numbers keep going, because it doesn't seem like it's sustainable to me.
I don't think anyone's sat there watching these reels going like, oh man, I love me some power slap. They're going, oh, this is a funny video of a dude being slapped. I don't give a shit where it's from or how it's come to be. It just is. I
do think like it's probably a fair point to bring up, though, that's like, this is successful.
Yeah,
it is. Like, I think a lot of us probably didn't want it to be, but you know, at some point you just got to reach, like, if that's what people like and that there's athletes that want to do this, I think it's dumb.
Athletes.
But I don't, yeah, exactly.
Guys, people.
Successful on social media.
But who gives a shit if somebody wants to watch it?
Yeah,
okay,
successful on social media. And it's also like, are you a success if you get into the sport as a career? Can you become a success?
I will just say, I like the slaps in shorts. I like watching the slaps in shorts. I don't like watching foot. I'm not going to wait for a dude to make an entrance to be slapped. But I think as a short, it's fucking spectacular.
Yeah, I think it does work really well.
They have a whole fucking entrance and they flip a coin at the weigh-ins.
Yeah, exactly.
At the weigh-ins, they flip a coin and he walks out and looking all hard and he has to stand there and get knocked out.
Like in one shot, yeah.
Why did you let him walk out?
You're not going to sit there for 15 minutes and wait.
It's so ridiculous. You said about, can you become someone? Can you make a star of yourself? Things like that. They had a woman on there, their only female slapper. She was like this big henchwoman from somewhere in Europe.
Is that the Ronda Rousey of slap?
They were billing her on the promos as the Ronda Rousey of slap. She had 2 fights or something. She'd slapped she had knocked 2 women out, and then this sort of a journeyman woman come from some kind of regional scene into slap to be her
regional
scene. Of MMA. Sorry, of MMA. Yeah. She was an MMA fighter.
At the nightclub on Friday night.
She came in. She fought this. She was supposed to be a sacrifice. And then so she fought this Ronda Rousey of slap fighting and knocked Ronda Rousey out with the first slap, but with a foul. So then she got disqualified. Ronda Rousey got absolutely stiffed, like bad knockout. And then she was so embarrassed and distraught that she fouled her. She stormed out the Apex. So it's like she's fucked it. She
lost
wanted
both your athletes.
Yeah, they fucked the Ronda Rousey, and the woman who was trying to make a big break into the UFC has now severed her ties because they've knocked out the champion, and now she's thrown a half. The amount of fouls, it's just bollocks.
Yeah,
the amount of times.
What do you mean foul?
There's a lot of fouls.
So if you hit someone with your wrist,
that happens a lot.
If you take your foot off the ground while you're slapping, if you go over the line,
sounds like you guys fucking
you have to call how many times you're going to measure.
But like. The amount of times someone fouls their opponent, knocks them out cold, and then they lose. But that guy's fucking got brain damage now. Yeah. And like, oh, you lose.
Sounds like a perfect shot.
It's just fucking. It's like, I don't think we need to go into the sport, but as a perfect shot,
in 60 seconds.
We have more followers than every single professional sport. Every professional sports team, we have more followers than them in 15 months.
Wow. More than like Real Madrid or like these soccer teams?
I don't know about the soccer teams, but I would say yes.
Okay, I think I've just picked out what he's doing, because he said that and then said in 15 months.
Yeah.
That might be true because they didn't exist 15 months ago. So they're not going to grow 2.9 million followers like this might have because it's brand new.
Okay, so he's measuring up against these other sports about their...
In a 15-month period.
Yeah, because
15-month growth.
He might mean that. He might not. He might just mean in 15 months we've got more. But he might also mean not all of them combined.
Well, it's objectively not true. Dana, you did not mean that you have more followers than everyone on the planet, because that is not true.
It might just be the case that Dana White is like 50 and doesn't understand how these things actually work.
Yeah.
They've just kind of like collected a bunch of information for him, and he's just decided to interpret in the way that his 50-year-old brain is going to.
Marketing.
I also think he's come up against these questions so much. He always has this piece of paper with him.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think there probably is some discernible logic in the statement he made.
Yeah.
His
statement is factually correct, however, not literally translates in the way you'd expect.
I think the moral of the story is, if you can put together 10 seconds of absolute batshit crazy shit, people will watch that.
Do you watch it though, Jason?
No, I think it's dumb.
Have you not? Have you never just stopped on a short though and been like,
Yeah. I mean, yeah, probably.
Don't get me wrong, it's fucking stupid, but so it's like Monster Trucks, fucking Power Rangers. It's not
NASCAR.
like it's,
There's slapstick comedy. We laugh at that because we like laughing at people
Buster
getting hurt. It's
Buster
funny.
Keaton.
Well,
Like,
here's
An
the
old
question.
person falls over.
Here's a
They're laughing already. I didn't say anything else.
Well, here's a weirdly obtuse question. What else do you really like that has no discernible talent to it?
Bubblegum ice cream.
No, yeah,
That actually is a great call.
particularly a sport though, right? Like, what's another talentless sport that exists?
Talentless
Literally-
sports. There's got to be so many.
What name one?
Paper airplane competitions.
How is it? You have to make the paper. You have
So
to be
you still
skilled
have
at
to
that.
fucking smack a dude and not get knocked
You
out
have to know how to
yourself.
throw it, and you have to know how to make it. Those are two
You
skills.
have to know how to take a
I would
slap
say-
and land a slap.
Yeah, I would say the skill is landing a slap that can knock someone out. I think that does take a skill.
Right.
But
some-
taking a slap, no. You just kind of like, I know I have a good chin and I'm going to go and not flinch. And that's
don't close
really
your
good.
eyes.
Oh
You
yeah,
gotta
by the way,
look
if you
at them.
flinch, that's also a foul and they get another slap on you.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Bum whack. Remember that? No flinching.
Bum whack.
You didn't play bum whack at school?
No.
Best game ever.
Do you know what isn't $750 million?
No.
The membership,
Yeah.
which is as little as $2.99.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, not $2.99
Actually, it's funny you say that because
Yeah.
I heard the latest the payouts for the latest fighters that were on the top of the bill at slap fighting was
It's
£2.99
pretty good.
to slap their opponent, so they can go home
Yep.
with a concussion but stick on podcast and be happy.